Launch before the beat even settles, no warning signs, no slow climb. Every breath slamming into the next until the whole verse runs like a freight train with no brakes left to pull. I don't walk into pressure hoping it respects me. I make pressure adjust its own rhythm because hesitation has never earned a place in anything I built. Every word is selected like it has one job. Hit harder than the last one, leave no wasted space. Keep the engine screaming until the final second. Everybody talk about hunger until the table stays empty. That's when the masks fall off. Some people lower the standards, some people lower the effort. I lower neither empty pockets, sharpen vision better than full ones ever could. Because comfort loves to blur the target. I don't romanticize the struggle, I weaponize the lesson. Every mission gets dissected, every flaw gets cornered, every weakness gets chased until it has nowhere left to hide. Nothing survives just because it existed yesterday. Every routine reports for inspection, every instinct gets challenged, every assumption gets dragged into the light. If it still holds up, it stays. If it bends, it's gone before sunset. Loyalty belongs to growth, not to old habits. Standing beside outdated methods is just another way of quietly choosing decline without admitting it. Every phrase slices across the rhythm from a fresh direction. Every internal rhyme locking into another layer beneath the surface. Every transition snapping the momentum tighter without falling back into familiar shapes. No recycled pockets, no comfortable patterns, no borrowed confidence pretending to be conviction. If predictability starts breathing, I suffocated before the listener even notices it arrive. People waste years trying to look fearless instead of becoming dangerous. Be never disappear for me, it's in stop making decisions. The objective stays untouched regardless of the noise around it. Weather changes, opinions change, circumstances change. Commitment doesn't, commitment clocks in. Whether the day feels easy or impossible, and that's why it keeps collecting ground while motivation keeps waiting for the right mood. The cadence keeps compressing harder with every breath, every sentence punching another hole through resistance. Every section refusing to release the tension. Nothing decorative, nothing soft, nothing surviving because it sounds impressive. Every line has to earn its existence through impact. Every bar has to leave a mark strong enough that the next one has something heavier to climb over. I don't compete with applause because applause disappears the second another headline shows up. I compete with wasted potential because wasted potential follows you home if you ignore it long enough. I'd rather lose comfort than lose capability. I'd rather rebuild everything from scratch and spend another year protecting something that's already reached its limit. Final breath doesn't fade, it detonates into the next objective before the echo. It's time to die. No victory lap, no pause, no looking backward to admire the damage. Another ceiling gets shattered, another demand appears immediately. Another version starts forming before this one even cools off. Because the only pace I respect is relentless evolution that refuses to leave yesterday with the last word. Yeah. Crash. Crash. Crash through the first second like the room belongs to the impact. No runway, no warning, every breath detonating into another until the whole verse feels like a single uninterrupted charge ripping straight through the pocket. I don't waste energy announcing intention because intention means nothing until execution starts stacking proof. And proof doesn't raise its voice, it keeps landing again and again until every dot runs out of places to stand. Everybody loves momentum after it's visible. Almost nobody loves the repetition that forged it. That's where the distance begins. While they're chasing shortcuts that expire by morning, I'm cutting deeper into the process, stripping away every weak decision before it hardens into habit. Nothing survives because it's familiar, nothing stays because it worked once. Every layer gets challenged the moment it starts believing it's untouchable. Every phrase twists away before expectation catches the landing. Every internal rhyme falls beneath another idea. Every transition hits from a fresh angle without borrowing the last pattern. I refuse to let the cadence become comfortable because comfort always arrives carrying invisible breaks. The instant something starts feeling automatic, I throw it back into the fire and rebuild it until it earns another heartbeat. Pressure keeps knocking with different faces. Urgency, one day distraction, the next false confidence. Right after that, hoping eventually one of them gets inside. None of them do. I stopped arguing with pressure years ago. I make it carry my pace instead. The heavier the demand becomes, the sharper the focus gets. Because clutter burns away the moment the objective is crystal clear. Nothing valuable ever came from protecting weakness. Find it, expose it, remove it, replace it. Repeat the cycle before excuses start decorating the problem with comfortable language. Every flaw ignored today becomes tomorrow's ceiling. And ceilings only exist until somebody decides to break them apart. Instead of measuring them, the movement keeps tightening with every breath. Every sentence feeding another surge. Every section refusing to release the tension. No filler hiding in the corners. No borrowed swagger pretending to be conviction. If a line doesn't hit with purpose, it disappears. If an idea can't carry weight, it gets rebuilt. Every burn fights for its place because the verse sows nothing to waste its space. I don't compare myself with passing attention, because attention changes direction every hour. I compare today's execution against tomorrow's demand. That's the only comparison worth making, because tomorrow never lowers the price. It always asks for cleaner judgment, faster adaptation, and stronger intent than the version that showed up yesterday. By the final bar, the pace hasn't weakened, it's concentrated every choice, reinforcing the next, until the whole run feels locked together without a single loose connection. No victory speech, no looking back, no interest in defending, no levels. The second one summit is reached, it disappears from the map. Another one rises in front of it, and that's exactly where I keep aiming, because the only thing more dangerous than failure is believing the climb is over. Cut loose before the air even knows what's coming. Every breath crashing forward like it already made peace with the outcome. No slow rise, no borrowed confidence, just relentless motion stitched together so tightly that every line forces the next one into existence. I don't spend time announcing intentions, because intentions don't survive contact with reality unless they're backed by action. And action is always spoken louder than anything left sitting inside my head. People waste years polishing an image while neglecting the engine underneath it. The paint shines until the first storm arrives, then everything starts peeling away. I chose the opposite route, strength before appearance, function before applause. I'd rather own something built to survive, impacting something designed only to impress from a distance. Every decision gets tested, every habit gets questioned, every shortcut gets thrown away before it quietly becomes another limitation. Every phrase cuts across the rhythm from a fresh direction, hidden patterns weaving beneath the surface. Every transition changing the energy before expectation catches up. Nothing repeats, because repetition without growth turns into routine, and routine eventually forgets why it started moving in the first place. I rebuild the flow while it's still working, because waiting until something breaks has never been my strategy. Comfort is the smoothest liar I ever met. It doesn't demand surrender overnight, it asks for tiny compromises until ambition forgets what it sounded like. Skip one improvement, delay one correction, ignore one weakness. Months later the edge is gone and nobody remembers where it disappeared. I never let it get that close. Find the flaw, fix the flaw, move on, repeat until precision becomes louder than ego. Pressure never needed an introduction, it walked in every time the stakes got higher, but I stopped treating it like an enemy. Pressure reveals what preparation missed. Good, that means I know exactly where to work. Every crack becomes another assignment, every setback becomes another inspection. Every difficult day becomes another chance to remove dead weight before it slows the next climb. The movement keeps rolling without dropping intensity, every sentence pulling another one forward, every breath beating another sequence, every section arriving with enough purpose that empty words never find a place to hide. No decorative aggression, no recycled confidence. Every line has to carry its own weight or it doesn't survive the edit. That's the standard, earn your space or disappear. I don't compete with headlines, because headlines expire. I compete with unfinished potential, because it keeps showing up every morning asking the same question. Are you stronger than yesterday, or are you just repeating it? That's the only conversation worth having. One cleaner decision, one sharper instinct, one more unnecessary habit left behind. Piece by piece, the difference becomes impossible to ignore. Luck comes and goes without warning, discipline clocks, and whether it feels inspired or not, that's why I trust the process. Nobody photographs another quiet hour, another careful adjustment, another uncomfortable truth accepted before pride has the chance to argue. Those invisible moments eventually become visible results, and people call it talent because they never witnessed the construction. Nothing here depends on perfect timing. Perfect timing is usually invented after somebody else already acted. I move with conviction, adapt without panic, and keep the objective locked while everything around it keeps changing shape. Road shift, conditions change, opinions rotate, direction stays. That's the advantage. By the last breath, the energy hasn't faded, it's concentrated. Every choice reinforces the next one, every correction sharpens the next attempt. Every finished verse immediately becomes another challenge waiting to be surpassed. I don't stop long enough to celebrate, because celebration never built another level. Improvement did, so I keep pushing until today's ceiling becomes tomorrow's floor, and yesterday can't recognize the version still moving forward. Cut loose. Yeah. Break loose. Break loose before the first echo. Break loose before the first echo even finds the wall. Every breath crashing into the next until the verse runs like a live wire with nowhere to cool off. I don't step into the moment asking whether it's mine. I take ownership through execution because empty confidence evaporates. The instant reality pushes back. Every syllable carries intent. Every decision strips away another unnecessary move. Every second gets compressed until nothing survives except forward motion. Forget the fantasy of overnight success. I watch too many people build castles out of applause, only to watch them collapse. When the room went silent, I build when nobody claps. Inside the hours that never make headlines, inside the choices too small for anyone else to notice. Those choices stack like pressure behind a locked door, until one day the hinges give way and everyone calls it luck because they never saw the weight building in the first place. Every phrase cuts across the rhythm from a different direction. Hidden rhymes stitch so tightly they hold the whole structure together without begging for attention. Every transition refusing to recycle yesterday's energy. If the pattern starts feeling familiar, it gets dismantled. If the movement starts feeling safe, it gets thrown into deeper water. Growth isn't interested in comfort, and neither am I. People keep treating limits like they're permanent fixtures, when most limits are just old decisions that nobody bothered to challenge. I don't argue with them, I replace them, tear the frame apart, rethink the angle, rebuild the approach, then test it under more pressure than before. If it survives, raise the demand again. If it fails, good, now there's something worth fixing. Instead of pretending perfection already arrived. Nothing dangerous ever came from playing it safe. Safe choices protect pride but starve potential. I'd rather risk rebuilding everything than spend another year maintaining something that's already stopped evolving. Progress isn't polite, it interrupts routines, questions assumptions, and refuses to let satisfaction settle in long enough to become habit. The cadence keeps tightening without sacrificing control. Every breath feeding another sequence, every sentence striking with purpose, every section escalating instead of resting. No empty filler, no borrowed swagger, no recycled formulas hiding behind louder delivery. Every word has to carry weight, every line has to justify why it exists. Anything less gets cut before it reaches the finish. I don't measure the work by how many people notice today, because today's attention expires faster than tomorrow's challenge arrives. I measure it by whether the next version demands more from me than the last one did. That's the only scoreboard I trust, because it never hands out free points, never lowers the standard, and never accepts excuses dressed up as reasons. A final bar doesn't signal an ending, it flips the page before the ink dries, forcing another climb, another rebuild, another relentless push toward a level that doesn't exist yet. That's the cycle I protect, because standing still is the fastest way to become outdated. And I refuse to let yesterday's best effort become today's ceiling. Break through the blackout before the first bar, cause it ain't no pause, no warning. Every breath snaps into another until the whole verse surges forward like nothing in the room has enough weight to slow it down. I don't stand around reading the atmosphere, because atmosphere changes with whoever walks through the door. I bring my own gravity, my own direction, my own standard, then let everything else rearrange itself around the decisions already made. Most people don't lose because they lack ability, they lose because they become loyal to a version of themselves that stopped evolving. I refuse to carry outdated instincts into fresh battles. Every morning starts with another audit. What's useful stays, what's average just disappears. What's slow in the process gets cut before it convinces itself it belongs. The sharpest edge isn't the one that never dulls, it's the one that's sharpened again before anybody notices the difference. Every phrase slips into unexpected spaces, every hidden rhyme pulling another thread beneath the surface. Every transition shifting the weight before prediction catches up. I don't recycle momentum, because momentum has an expiration date. Build another wave before the first one crashes. Build another level before the last one feels complete. Standing still has never looked impressive to me, only unfinished. Everybody keeps asking for opportunities while ignoring responsibility. Responsibility is where the real leverage hides. Handle the small things correctly and bigger doors stop feeling impossible. Ignore the details and even simple tasks become mountains. That's why I stay obsessed with precision. Tiny improvements repeated relentlessly become impossible advantages once enough time passes. Pressure doesn't arrive carrying answers, it arrives carrying questions. How stable is the process? How honest is the preparation? How clean are the decisions when everything gets loud? I don't answer with speeches, I answer with execution. Another clear move, another measured reaction, another unnecessary habit left behind before it grows roots. The cadence keeps twisting through fresh pathways, every sentence feeding another layer of movement. Every breath reinforcing the next section without leaving dead space behind. No decorative noise, no borrowed identity, no familiar pattern stretched into something that not every bar earns its place, because it creates momentum instead of borrowing it from the previous one. I don't waste energy chasing quick validation, because validation changes with the room. I'd rather invest in capability that survives empty rooms, difficult mornings, and shifting expectations. Capability compounds quietly, nobody notices it while it's growing. Then one day people natural because they never witnessed the years spent building it one deliberate choice at a time. Comfort keeps offering smaller dreams wrapped in softer language. It says slow down, it says you've done enough, it says protect what you've built. Instead of risking something greater, I decline every time. Growth never knocked, wearing comfortable shoes. It arrived covered in uncertainty, carrying heavier demands and expecting stronger discipline than yesterday could provide. Every completed objective becomes another checkpoint instead of a destination. Every improvement creates another responsibility. Every lesson earned through failure becomes another advantage that can't be bought, copied, or borrowed. That's why I never fear starting over. Starting over with experience is stronger than standing still with old success. Final breath doesn't close the story, it launches the next pursuit. Before the echo disappears, no victory lap, no attachment to old levels, no interest in preserving yesterday's reputation. Another challenge is already waiting, another ceiling is already standing overhead, and I'm already reaching for it, because progress only belongs to the people willing to outgrow themselves before the world asks them to. I stay. Yeah. I step out calm with the street light shimmer. No big talk, just a cold bone winner. Fresh white soul with a dark coat figure. I move smooth, but the bars cut quicker. Black rag glass past the river bend. Phone stays low with the message unsent. I don't need noise when the prophet extends. I make quiet look sharp from beginning to end. No hurry, no panic, no wasted motion. Old hard days get a new light focus. Stacy shine at the locked up moments. I make rough nights turn polished and potent. I keep a clean look with the street train mind. Cold little stare with the well-paid grind. They want my lane, but they can't read signs. I took back time from a dead-end life. Smooth tone, crisp step, high class, dark glass, latex, drive past. No stress, more checks, forecast. One line drops, and the room holds fast. I don't need clout, I need clearance. I don't need luck, I need persistence. I don't need tour, I need distance from fake love with a weak little interest. Passport bent in a leather case. New flat book from a quiet place. Still got hunger on the calm face. I make slow moves feel like high pace. Clean fit, pressure with a drill type pocket. Small team winning, no need to clock it. They want source, but they can't unlock it. I got old pain turned into profit. No pride jump, no circus hook. Just tight drums with a grown man look. Just slick words from a closed black book. Just one flow, make a whole room shook. I came from waiting in the cold outside. Now the door swings open when I arrive. Still keep fire with the doubts, one slide. I don't speak much, let the gains reply. Late view, soft light, top floor. New move, close deal, want more. No chase, no waste, do score. Whole place still when I step through door. They want the fit but not the pressure. Want the win without the measure. Want the laugh without the water. I want freedom, taste and leverage. I keep the circle like a private suite. No loose names on the table seat. They want links, I want receipts. They want drama, I want complete. No loud flex, no messy showing. Just clean wealth with the numbers growing. Just UK drums with the cold wind blowing. Just smooth rap with the sharp side showing. I step out calm with the street light shimmer. No big talk, just a cold born winner. Fresh white soul with the dark coat figure. I move smooth, but the bars cut quicker. I got plans tucked in a note, locked tight. New cash lands on a low lit night. Old star sit on a new cloth right. I look composed, but the aim still bites. No big deal, no cheap relation. No fake count with the wrong vibration. No loose mouth in a good location. I read silence like information. Cold view, new sea, clean lane. Low voice, high worth, no strain. Sharp wit, fresh cut, more game. One verse hits and they know my name. I don't copy waves, I correct them. I don't chase trends, I select them. I don't force wins, I expect them. I don't hold grudges, I collect them. I got rhythm in the pocket like a card holder. Smooth little line, but the edge gets colder. The outcome I stay so composed, bruv. I say all losses made the heart grow bolder. Late night dinner with the gospel shines. No chain yelling, but the room resigns. I don't chase gold, I refine mine. I make quiet, flex sound, prime time. No singing, just cadence and placement. No shouting, just stylish impatience. No begging, just silent advancement. No folding, just clean arrangement. I used to dream where the room felt narrow. Now I fly out with a blacked out shadow. Still got aim like a straight steel arrow. I make dark roads feel Monaco. Tailor jacket with a rough road. Memory, new comics with the cold intensity. They speak loud for a weak identity. I stay low and build longevity. Smooth tone, crisp step, high class, dark gloss, latex, drive past. No stress, more checks, forecast. One light drops, and the room holds fast. I don't sell hype, I sell time, and I don't need fame. I need climb, and I don't waste pain. I
street light shimmer, no big torch, the cold bone winner. Fresh whites over the dark coat figure, I move smooth, but the bars cut quicker.
Birth to the first strike, like a silence never existed. Every breath already loaded before rhythm even caught its balance. Every sentence crashing into the next until the whole verse feels like a single relentless surge. Refusing to lose velocity, I don't ease into pressure, because pressure has never shown me that courtesy. It arrives demanding everything at once, so I answer with cleaner execution, sharper timing, and enough conviction to make hesitation disappear before it even finds a name. Most people waste their strongest hours defending what they've already built, terrified that replacing old habits means admitting they were incomplete. But incomplete is exactly where improvement lies. I rip the frame apart while everyone else is polishing the paint, because appearance is crack first and structure lasts longest. If an idea can't survive another round of scrutiny, it doesn't deserve another round of effort. If a method can't handle heavier expectations, it gets abandoned before it becomes tomorrow's limitation. Every phrase keeps changing the angle of attack before expectation. It's time to settle every internal rhyme, weaving beneath the surface without asking for attention. Every transition tightening the movement until the whole run feels compressed with purpose instead of stretched by feel of predictability. Is a tax on momentum, so I refuse to pay it. Every section earns another heartbeat by refusing to resemble the one that came before it. Resistance keeps trying new disguises, impatience pretending to be urgency, comfort pretending to be reward, distraction pretending to be opportunity, but none of them survive long once they're forced into the light. I don't negotiate with any of them, strip them down, expose the weakness, keep the objective untouched, and move before the noise convinces itself it matters. Clarity cuts deeper than emotion ever could. Nothing valuable is ever grown inside convenience. Every worthwhile gain demanded another inspection, another correction, another decision to choose long-term strength over short-term relief. That's why I don't trust easy progress. Easy progress rarely survives difficult conditions. I build for the days when everything gets heavier, because those days reveal whether the work was real or simply comfortable. The cadence keeps driving harder without scattering its focus. Every breath pulling another sequence into motion. Every sentence reinforcing the next until the entire verse feels welded together under constant pressure. No decorated pauses, no recycled energy, no borrowed confidence pretending to carry weight. If a word weakens the movement, it disappears. If a line doesn't raise the standard, it never makes the cut. I don't spend time chasing recognition, because recognition belongs to whoever the spotlight happens to find. I chase refinement because refinement belongs to whoever keeps showing up after the lights disappear. That's the difference people miss. One depends on attention, the other creates undeniable results, whether anybody is watching or not. By the final line, there's no sense of arrival, because arrival has never been the objective. The objective is escalation, another layer, another demand, another version strong enough to make the last one feel unfinished. Every completed verse immediately becomes another challenge. Every challenge becomes another reason to sharpen the edge again, because the only pace worth respecting is the one that never gives yesterday the chance to become the highest level you've ever reached. Yeah. Crash through the first second, like hesitation never existed. Every breath lands with purpose and immediately hands the weight to the next one, until the whole run feels locked together from beginning to end. I don't wait for the room to catch the energy, because energy fades while people are still deciding whether to move. I'd rather force the pace forward and let everything else adjust behind me than spend another moment asking for space that was never gonna be given. Nothing around me stays the same for long, because I refuse to let success become furniture. The second something feels familiar, I start questioning it, turning it over, taking it apart, searching for the weak point hiding underneath the surface. If it survives, it earns another day. If it doesn't, it gets replaced without regret. Progress is never cared about sentiment, only results. Everybody likes talking about ambition until ambition asks for another sacrifice. That's where conversations stop and choices begin. I stopped collecting excuses years ago, because excuses multiply faster than opportunities if you let them breathe. Cut them off early, tighten the focus, keep moving. Every unnecessary thought steals another piece of momentum, and momentum is too expensive to waste on hesitation. Every phrase keeps shifting away before expectation catches it. Every hidden rhyme threading another layer beneath the surface. Every transition changing direction without losing pressure. Nothing circles back, nothing leans on old habits. Every section arrives with a different angle, because repeating yourself is the fastest way to become invisible. People celebrate reaching the top of one hill without noticing the mountain behind it. I don't stand still long enough to admire the view. The next climb already matters more than the last one. Every finish creates another beginning. Every answer creates another question. Every completed task immediately raises the price of the next one. That's how growth stays alive instead of becoming other memory. pressure doesn't need to be feared, because pressure only exposes what preparation forgot. If something breaks, fix it. If something bends, reinforce it. If something survives, test it again. Weakness hidden today becomes a problem tomorrow, so I'd rather confront it immediately than let comfort disguise it as confidence. Every breath keeps the movement connected. Every sentence extends the intensity without falling into empty aggression. Every word earned its place through purpose instead of volume. Loud means nothing if direction is missing. Precision always outlasts noise, because precision keeps producing while noise keeps searching for another audience. I don't chase fast recognition, because fast recognition disappears just as quickly. I'd rather build something that keeps standing after the excitement burns away. One clean decision becomes another. One disciplined action strengthens the next. Before long, the difference becomes impossible to ignore. Not because it arrived dramatically, but because it never stopped growing while everyone else kept restarting. Nothing valuable is ever protected by staying comfortable. Comfort slowly convinces people they've done enough. I reject that idea every single day. Another revision, another adjustment, another lesson, another level. Staying hungry isn't about wanting more applause. It's about refusing to become satisfied with a version that still has room to improve. Final breath lands without slowing the pace, because slowing down was never the objective. The objective is to leave every verse stronger than the last one, every decision cleaner than the one before it, and every new challenge wondering why it expected me to stop, when moving forward has always been the only language I speak. Yeah. Crash straight through the first hit, no countdown, no soft landing. Every breath arrives already committed. Every sentence pulling the next one forward so aggressively. The rhythm barely has time to recover before another wave crashes into it. I don't step into the pocket to fit the beat. I force the beat to stretch around the weight of the delivery, keeping every movement to liberate. Every choice sharp enough to cut away hesitation before it grows into another wasted minute. Forget chasing approval, because approval changes owners every day. I chase standards that get heavier every time they reach standards that refuse to congratulate me for yesterday, because yesterday already spent everything it had to offer. Every finished page becomes raw material. Every completed run becomes another starting point. Every result gets examined until the smallest weakness shows itself. Then it's removed before comfort has the chance to defend it. Every line keeps folding into another layer without giving predictability a place to stand. Hidden patterns weaving underneath the surface. Every transition changing direction before expectation settles. Every shift carrying more force than the last one. Instead of recycling familiar ground, I don't repeat energy, I replace it. I don't protect formulas, I break them apart while they're still working, so the next version arrives sharper before the old one has time to fade. Pressure never deserves respect just because it looks intimidating. Strip away the noise and it's always asking the same question. Are you willing to keep moving when nobody promises the reward is close? My answer never changes, because commitment isn't built on guarantees. It's built on refusing to negotiate with discomfort. Every difficult moment becomes another chance to tighten the process, clean the thinking and remove another excuse before it learns how to sound convincing. Speed means nothing without control. Control means nothing without intent. Intent means nothing without action. So everything stays connected from the first breath onward. No empty gestures, no decorative confidence, no borrowed attitude trying to imitate conviction. Every decision earns the next one. Every adjustment compounds into another advantage. Every correction quietly raises the ceiling while everyone else is still celebrating the floor. They just reach. Weak habits never disappear on their own. They wait for distraction and quietly reclaim territory. So I don't leave them unattended for a single day. Audit the process, sharpen the focus, tighten the execution. Question every routine before routine starts questioning ambition. That's the difference between maintaining momentum and watching it slowly leak away without realizing where it went. Every frame keeps compressing the energy tighter instead of letting it spread thin. Every breath extending the pressure through another sequence. Every section refusing to relax, because the objective isn't surviving the beat, it's overwhelming it. If something feels familiar, reshape it. If something feels easy, increase the demand. If something feels complete, test it again, because completion is usually the first disguise. Complacency wears nothing here exists to impress for a moment. Everything exists to withstand another round, another challenge, another level of expectation that would have broken yesterday's version without hesitation. That's why I keep rebuilding instead of preserving, refining instead of defending, advancing instead of admiring, because the only thing more dangerous than failure is believing the current version no longer needs to evolve. When the final word lands, the pace doesn't collapse, it balls straight into the next objective without asking whether the crowd is ready, because readiness has never belonged to the audience. It belongs to the person willing to sharpen the blade again before the previous cut has even stopped echoing.
I ride smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean, but the mind stay rebel. Back wheels roll by the glass front lobby. Phone on mute, to the bag keep calling. I don't chase noise, I let numbers follow me. One cold bar in the whole room copy. No sprint in my step, I move with balance. Old broke days get a new life value. They see taste, not the stress I carried out. Made slow grind, look rich and casual. I keep one eye on the next elevation. Low key grin with a lock location. They want the vibe, not the preparation. I turn patience in a presentation. Clean mood, sharp groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush, hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't need praise, I need profit clear. I don't need crowds, I need proper gear. I don't need fake ones dropping near. I keep my lane and the route stays clear. Passport stamp from a quiet departure. New room book where the light shines softer. Still got hunger from the old cold chapter. I make drill sound smooth but sharper. Backseat leather with the rain outside. No big flex, just a composed ride. I stay calm but the flow won't hide. Every pocket cuts like a suit well tied. No playful bounce, no carnival glow. Just tight drums but the polished flow. Just slick words from a colder soul. Just one verse, making calm feel bold. I came from saving every little coin. Now the whole week feels well employed. Still keep focused with a silent poise. I don't need volume when I got choice. Late night table, skyline near. New deal closed with a look sincere. No chase, no waste, no fear. Whole room still when I appear. They want the lifestyle, not the learning. Want the wristwatch, not the yearning. Want the rooftop, not the burning. I want wealth but the wheels still turning. I keep my circle like a sealed black card. No loose link when the days get hard. They want access, I want yard with a high fence and a clean backyard. No force brag, no caption drama. Just cold winds with a tailored drama. Just drill drums with a smooth panorama. Just sharp lines with designer comma. I ride smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean but the mind stay rebel. I got plans and I folded they will not see. New figures landing while I sip my tea. Old scars hidden where the seams run neat. I make glass look dark when I touch that beat. No weak promise, no plastic bond. No fake smile from a man too fun. No cheap talk when the truth feels wrong. I read the room and move right on. Cold glass, soft lamp, west view, low voice, fresh trim, best shoes, no rush. Smart play, next move, one hook drops and the whole crowd knew. I don't follow ways, I redesign. I don't chase clocks, I redefine. I don't force doors, I realign. I don't waste hurt, I monetize. I got rhythm tucked neat like a card in the sleeve. Move little tone with a fret underneath. They ask what I can't feels hard to read. I say pressure made manners look clean. Late drive guiding past the shopping stores. No chain loud but the fit says more. I don't need fame in my front door. I need quieter growth in the higher floor. No singing, just cadence and pocket. No shouting, just a clean deposit. No pleading, just moves and progress. No folding, just calm through losses. I used to dream where the windows lead. Now the city looks small from the sleep. Still got grind sitting under the sleek. I make cold rap sound dirty. Tailored jacket with a rough past line. And new calm face but the hunger still climbing. They talk big with the diamond declining. I say less and keep refining. Clean mood, sharp groove, no rush. Dark view, fresh move, cold touch. Big aim, small talk, hush, hush. One line hits and the whole place hush. I don't sell noise, I sell distance. I don't need luck, I need instinct. I don't waste time on resistance. I make every win feel distinct. One more ride to the silver lip rain. One more call with a private name. One more verse with a cool flame. One more win and I switch that lane. I ride smooth where the late rain settles. No raised voice, just a calm high level. Fresh coat cup with a quiet little metal. I look too clean but the mind stay rebel.
I pull up quiet with a wet road glistens. No loud words till the whole room listens. Fresh coat draped with a cold ambition. I make calm sound like a strong position. City moves slow through the glass in the rain. Phone lights blink with a brand new gain. I don't show much, I contain my flame. Then let one line put respect on my name. No hurry in me, I let pressure mature. Oh, grind made a new life secure. They want my style, but the motive ain't pure. I keep distance when a smile feels unsure. I got polish in the fit, ice in the tone. Back road lessons that I never outgrown. They see the shine of the nights alone. I made one route from a cracked milestone. Clean step, dark shade, soft leather, low voice, sharp bar, cold weather. No panic, more work, move, clever one. Hook lands and the room gets better. I don't need hype, I need clear accounts. I don't need noise, I need high amounts. I don't need posts just to show I'm a run. I make small moves, turn into large counts. Passport folded in a slim black case. Still got hunger in the calm blank face. New room booked in a tall glass place, but the old cold days never left my pace. I stay relaxed, but the cadence is surgical. Smooth little flow with the street made vertical. They get loud, I get more purposeful. I make drill sound clean but perfect. verse, so no bright chorus, no jumpy little mood. Just tight drums with a rich attitude, just crisp words with a colder view. Just one verse, making big talk move. I came from waiting while that rain came sideways. Had a car pulls up by the hotel driveway. Still keep focused like I'm stuck in my old days. I don't flex loud, I let the proof raise. They play skyline, black chair, new deal, calm stare, fresh air, no chase, no stress. I'm there, whole place shifts when I enter somewhere. They want the picture, not the patience. Want the flight, not the basement. Want the table, not the payment. I want freedom with the fragrance. I keep my circle like a private lift. No loose talk when the energy shifts. They want links, I want ownership. They want noise, I want a stronger grip. No force flex, no cheap reaction. Just neat wins with a silent fashion. Just drill drums with a clean attraction. Just sharp flow cutting through distraction. I pull up quiet with a wet road glistens. No loud words till the whole room listens. Fresh coat draped with a cold ambition. I make calm sound like a strong position. I got plans tucked deep in a lock, no app. New cash landing with the phone face flat. Old scars hidden under fine cut fabric. I move smooth, but the mindset savage. No weak off of no borrow shine. No fake bomb from a shaky line. No loose hand in a room that lies. I bring motive through designer eyes. Low floor, warm light, night view. Low talk, high taste, nice move. No rush, right time, die through. One bar hits and the whole crowd mute. I don't follow fashion, I sharpen it. I don't chase status, I market it. I don't waste thing, I harvest it. I don't say much, I target it. I got rhythm in the pocket like a car tug neat. Calm little voice, but the drums feel sleep. They want secrets, I keep them brief. I make wealth sound cold when I touch the beat. Late ride, rolling past the closed shop signs. No wild smile, just a clear, strong mind. I don't need luck when the work aligns. I stay patient while the rock refines. No singing, just time and impression. No shouting, just measured aggression. No begging, just quiet progression. No folding, just better direction. I used to dream with the heat, though when missing out. The view looks wide and the glasses keep clinking. Still got discipline under new living. I keep climbing with no permission. Taylor move with a street bred reason. New calm face, but the same old season. They talk quick, I hear weakness breathing. I move once and the room starts reading. Clean step, dark shades, soft leather. Low voice, sharp bar, cold weather. No panic, more word, move clever. One hook lands and the room gets better. I don't sell noise, I sell value. I don't need fame, I need balance. I don't waste time on a false palace. I make callbacks sound polished. One more drive through the west side miss. One more call that I won't list. One more verse with a tight wrist twist. One more win and I vanish crisp. I pull up quiet with a wet road listens. No loud words that the whole room listens. Fresh coat draped with a cold ambition. I make calm sound like a strong position.